Hello, hello, hello. This is the first video in a new way of doing things on my YouTube channel because this video is specifically for you. I don't have a script. I don't have a podcast episode because this is the first video in a long time where I am not recording for a podcast. I'm just recording for YouTube channel. So this is my office area and I've got my uppy downy desk, which is on full up bit at the moment. I've got my microphone here because I don't know where else to put it, and I've got my decks in the background. So this is what I do as a hobby. I'm a DJ and I mix beautiful music and I absolutely love it. And I'm doing this video because I want to do it in a way where I don't have to have any professional armor on. I don't have to be thinking about being professional or speaking professionally. And I want to really, really speak authentically. So these next few videos are going to be exactly that. They're going to be from the heart. They're going to be sharing what's happening. It's going to be more of a kind of behind the scenes of what's going on. Because at the moment I'm in this project realignment phase of my business, and it's a really, really exciting place to be. And the reason why I am doing this is because, as you may know or may not know, I was building up these huge, great big systems around my business, and I was getting completely unaligned to the work that I was doing, the offers I was creating, and therefore I wasn't connecting with the ideal client that I really wanted to connect with. I was working with some amazing clients, but in terms of how I was showing up and putting myself out there, see the birds in the background there, I wasn't doing that. I wasn't doing that in an aligned way. So I've done various different pieces of work with various different coaches and consultants. It's still an ongoing process, but as I've stripped everything back, and it felt so good to strip it all back and look at it and look at the bare bones of it, I have been able to then rebuild from there. So I haven't burnt it all down. I've just taken some time, and by stopping the podcast, that's really kind of taken a lot of stuff off my plate that I was doing and I was loving, but wasn't quite feeling in alignment. So these videos, I promise you, every video I do, and I appreciate you watching, will always be in true alignment to how I'm feeling and what I'm doing. And if you are a coach or a consultant and you are at a stage in your business where you're a bit stuck or you're a bit confused or you don't know what to do next, hopefully these videos are going to help you, because I'm just going to share what's happening with me. And I will say that this is born out of a bit of burnout. I was feeling a little bit burnt out. I was feeling pretty exhausted, and I needed to stop, and I really needed to have a look at what was actually happening and realize that I was doing too much, and that I need to only do things that bring me joy. And so as a result of doing that, it's almost like the universe or whatever, or my Xander letter that I wrote, you can check that out on the podcast, has sort of sprung into action because this aligned work has come to me ever since I started doing this. So in the corporate side of things, I've got these amazing opportunities. I'm doing in-person events and workshops in amazing locations in the Brighton area. I'm doing one at Soho House in a few weeks' time. I'm doing some emceeing. I'm doing podcast interviews for other people, which is incredible. I am doing a keynote talk in July, which is quite big for me because the way my life has worked the last few years, I haven't been able to get far. I haven't been able to travel because of the needs of my children, and that's absolutely fine. And so I've been doing mainly online keynotes and talks and workshops for the last few years, but this is the first proper in-person one I'm doing, and it is a keynote and it's on a new topic, which I'm really excited about, but it's all in alignment with my subject of expertise. So I have been walking the talk, and I've been going back to what I know best, and that is completely aligning my business with who I am, what I stand for, what I want to be known for, my areas of thought leadership, and being really bold in being clear on those messages. That's what I help my clients to do. And it doesn't just have to be in a talk. It's how are you showing up online? What are you saying that other people aren't? How are you coming across? What do you want to be known for? How are you differentiating yourself from all those other people in your niche rubbing shoulder to shoulder with you? If you're a mindset coach or a health coach, or you might have a different type of business, but you're offering a service, what are you saying that's leading with thought. Now, leading with thought is sharing your ideas with courage. It's saying the things that you know are really important to say, but not just shouting about them, or not even maybe thinking them and not saying them, but articulating them in really compelling ways. This is the work I love doing with clients. I love helping pull out their golden threads of all of their expertise and their wisdom and their approach and their journey, and creating something really unique, a unique approach, a unique talk, a unique message. I help people with TED. I still do that with ideas worth spreading. And this all really lines up. And in the corporate world, it's a slightly different take, but I'm helping some amazing people at the moment. I'm working with people in different countries from different cultures to communicate across cultures, to influence people with their words. And it feels so good. So since I started stripping it all back and thinking of it in a way that was like, okay, so what do my clients need? Then I came up with 3 client avatars, and they are thought leader, speaker, and corporate leader. So the corporate leader has a very specific set of needs that I can meet with my influencing programs. I've got strategic influence, I've got authentic influence, and I've got my executive coaching. So that's how I meet their needs. Then I've got speaker, I call them Bridget, Speaker Bridget. And Speaker Bridget is someone who wants to develop keynote talks, who wants to stand on stages, who wants to articulate themselves through speaking. And also another element of that is they want to do a TEDx talk. So that's my speaker avatar. And then I've got my thought leader, Bridget. And my thought leader, Bridget, is someone who wants to be known for their expertise, wants to increase their authority, impact, and reach through my AIR assessment, wants to look at their business as a whole in terms of their message, their brand, their differentiation, their thought leadership. And it was in this area that I've been doing a lot of work recently, looking at all of my offers and my funnels, stripping it all back and seeing what people really need. And what has come up over and over again is I've got the results with my clients, but other people don't know about it. I feel invisible. I don't feel seen. I don't feel like I'm being recognized enough for my expertise. That was something that came up again and again and again. And I was like, this is a thing. People were completing my AIR assessment and they were showing high in authority. And if you're showing high in authority, it means, you have the story, you've got maybe some messaging nailed, you know how you help people. Maybe you've even got a method that's unique to your services, but you're not sharing, it's not visible. So the reach is low. The impact might be quite low because you're not sharing it in a way that you should be. So you could be being referred to clients, and that's how you're getting your business. And you're doing well. It's not like you're not, but you know that in order to get to that next level, you need to increase that visibility. And the blocker at the moment is in not knowing how to do that effectively, succinctly, clearly, without having to spend loads and loads of time on content generation. And there's this real flip at the moment. People are beady-eyed and they are tapped in to the fact that people are honing in on AI-generated content. Completely AI-generated content. Now, I've done a lot of work with AI. I've got all of my custom GPTs. I've got pickaxes. I'm building stuff that is a hybrid solution for people. It is never just the answer. You can never let an AI do something completely for you because human beings will sniff that out. The uncanny valley feeling happens where we know it's not real. We know it's not quite right, like AI generated images and also AI generated copy that has all the dashes, the M dashes in it, that has the, it's not this, it's this, it's the cliche types of generic phrases that are being spit out of ChatGPT. And then people are just cutting and pasting that into their social media posts. We're not talking about that. I'm talking about how you can have a shop front online that clearly defines who you are, what you stand for, how you help people, how you got here, and what are you saying that other people aren't? Where are you leading with thought? Where's your origin story? What are you saying and what do you stand for? And that is why I came up with this no-brainer offer called the Authority Message Makeover. And I'm really excited about this because it's really low cost and it's really simple to achieve. You don't have to get on a phone call with me either. And this is inspired by some of other work I've been doing about my offers. And essentially what I do is I get all the tabs open. I get all the tabs open on my computer, and I look at where you're showing up online. I look at your LinkedIn feed, I can look at your website, look at your About Me page, I can look at your latest social media posts, maybe a podcast interview that you might have done recently, and I will do an audit of that. And in that, I'm going to be using my eagle eye, my expert eye on your business in the way that you're leading with thought. Where you're showing your authority and you're establishing your authority through your words online. And I will come up with a 3-point action plan for you. This 3-point action plan will tell you what you need to do, what would really help you. And I will give you one key core idea that you can lead with to start thinking about what to do next. Of course, there's other options to work with me, but in this makeover, I'm going to give you the information that you need to think about how you can show up differently online. That means you are establishing your authority. And I'm really excited about this because it is a no-brainer offer and it's available to everybody. And I will link it. You can get it in the links for the YouTube channel, but I will link it in the notes as well. And I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be doing this for the foreseeable future at a really crazy low price of 50 quid. 50 quid! Right? And as I say, there's no call. Once it's done, I'm going to create a video. I'm going to create a video for you and I'm going to talk you through it, all the tabs. And then I'm going to give you the actions and the one big idea that you could maybe lead with. So do sign up to that if it's something that you're interested in. Maybe we haven't worked together before and you're like, I don't know, does she do what she says she does? Well, you can look on LinkedIn at all of my recommendations and see what the results I've got for my clients. But if you don't want to do that, sign up to this offer and let me show you. Let's have a chat about it. Once I've done that, I'm going to get in touch with you and let you know that it's done and you will have a clear action plan. This is just the start of my project Realignment, and I've given a bit of an example there of what's happening. I would like to know where you are in your business. What's happening for you right now on your journey for clarity, for showing up clearly, for establishing what you are here to do, what differentiates you from the crowd, how you are leading with thought, where your ideas were spreading and going, how you can elevate your status as an expert in your field by the words you're using on and offline. I would love to know. So get in touch either through the other various channels or comment on this video and let me know. And I'll be doing a video like this every week. It's going to be more informal. It's going to be quite short, but I'll be doing something like this every week on a different topic that's designed to help you. And I'm going to be sharing the behind the scenes as I go of all the things I'm doing. And I'd love you to join me on the ride. So hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. Please do comment, let me know your thoughts, and I will look forward to seeing you next week.